Right, good afternoon folks. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't been before, welcome anyway. Thank you very much for joining us. Right. Another interesting BMW. Right, well, what's been happening? Well, the channel has suddenly gone mad. Obviously the last video struck a chord with a lot of people because it's gone absolutely ballistic. Well, by my standards anyway. I mean, so much so that I even got a note came up on my YouTube studio page saying what's going on, because I've been getting something like 4 or 5 times the normal views and loads of new subscribers, which is fantastic. So if you're one of those who've joined us recently, thank you very much, and welcome to the channel. Please stick with us because we've got some interesting stuff coming up in the new year. I'm definitely going to do some more trips next year, a lot more than I did this year. Get away for a lot more weekends, get a bit more camping done further afield. So yeah, that's great news, that's absolutely brilliant. So welcome to the channel, all you new chaps and chapasses, and big thank you to the long-term subscribers who've been with me a good while. I really appreciate it. It's fantastic. It's amazing that anybody's even vaguely interested in my channel, but it seems they are. I'm never going to be a big channel. I'm never going to make a fortune out of it. I'm never going to be a Messenden flyer or an Itchy Boots. But it's very reassuring to know that I entertain at least a few people. And that's good enough for me. So thank you very much. Right, what's the plan for today? Well, I don't really know. It's, as you can see, it's rather grey and overcast. It's quite mild, it's 10-11 degrees, but it's very grey and it's a bit on the breezy side. I was hoping to chuck the drone up. It is sitting in the top box, but I think it's going to be there a while because it's a bit too breezy to be flying a drone, especially a lightweight thing like a Neo. So probably no drone shots today, unless I find myself in a very sheltered bit. So I don't really know where I'm going today. It's just going to be a bin below. Bit of a puddle here. I had a bit of a shock this morning when I tried to wheel the bike out of the garage and I couldn't move it. I thought, what the hell is going on? It was almost immovable. And then I realised my back tyre was completely flat, absolutely 0 PSI in it. Oh God, what's happened here? Because I was out on Wednesday, no problem. I thought, must have got a puncture. Anyway, I pumped it up and spun the wheel round, and no, there's nothing. So all I can put it down to maybe is a sticky valve, I don't know. Unless the bead's leaking. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. I've got my battery operated tyre pump in the tank bag just in case. Woo, that wind's got up there. Yeah, where shall we go? No point going that way because it's a dead end. It doesn't look very windy, but I can assure you it is. Oh, I'd let them go. It's a very tight turn as it is. Now, where are you going, mate? I don't think we know, do we? Oh, you're going right. Okay. You've turned your right. Why are you on the left side of the road? It defies logic sometimes, doesn't it? Starting to look very bleak now, isn't it? In the words of Paul Simon, it's a deep and dark December. Or is it a hazy shade of winter? I'm not sure. Technically it isn't winter yet. It's still a bit of a way from the solstice. Not far, but about a week or so. Or it is at the moment when I'm filming this. See this chap off. Yeah, look at that. Visibility's not very good today. Brighter over that way towards the south, but west and north, pretty grim. Right. This is one of the most interesting bends in Derbyshire. It's alright when there's nothing coming. It can be horrendous at times. So this takes us down to Roseley. I'm definitely not going to go through Chatsworth. Thank you. So it doesn't cost anything to be polite, does it? Yeah, well, that was all the traffic coming from Chatsworth. I seem to be spending a lot of my time on the A6 lately. You don't have to signal left, mate. It's you're on the main road. It's just a bend. You don't have to signal left. Well, I'm not going to attempt to blast past this lot because we're going to turn left in a bit, get off the A6. Now that's an interesting little road just up there, but it's not very nice on the FJR because some horrendous hills and bends on hills. I have done it, but I'm not going to do it at this time of year. You do get quite a bit of mud on the road as well up there. So we're going to head this way. A few spots of rain in the air. Not very nice. I can do without that, thank you. We've got a lot of rivers around here. Obviously the main one is the Derwent, followed by the Wye, but we've got a lot of these little valleys, little rivers as well, that feed into either the Derwent or the Wye or both of them. A Lathkill and the Bradford. So yeah, we've got no shortage of rivers around here. And they are flowing quite nicely because of the rain we've had recently. Now this is Allport. Some of the regular viewers might recognise it. And this is Yulegrave, or Yulegrieve, depending on which side of the village you're coming from. Even the locals can't agree on what it's actually called. I believe somewhere there's a sign with that's got next to it, Yulegrave. So I don't know. Anyway, from this side it's Yulegrave. It's pretty, isn't it? It's even better when the sun's shining. Now then, just going to stop here for a second, show you a couple of things. Now, first of all, this strange thing here used to be the village water supply. As you can see, built in 1829. There was a little sort of font thing there. You can see there, see that hole there must have fed down into this thing. So the locals could do it or whatever. And then a little drain hole underneath. Quite amazing. The fountain or conduit head. A reservoir of 1,500 gallons capacity. Erected in 1829 on the initiative of the Yulegrave Friendly Society of Women to provide the village with its first piped water supply from a spring at Moorstones. Please do not climb or deface this monument. Well, no intention of doing either. So that's quite interesting little structure, isn't it? And the other thing I wanted to show you was this thing. Now, this is actually known as the Thimble House. Obviously because of its size. And apparently it is the smallest detached house in Britain. As you can see, it's tiny. looks like somebody was planning to put an extension up and never got round to it. It's completely derelict inside. Not that you can see anything because it's pitch black in there. But trust me, it is. I have seen inside it. It's pretty horrendous. There you go. Two of Yulgrave or Yulgrave's landmarks. Okay, let's get out of here. Where shall we go? Oh, let's go straight on, see where we end up. Well, it's now coming up to 2:30, so it's going to be getting dark in about an hour. So I don't think we're going to go too far now. Yeah, it's a shame the sun's not out. You can't really see down into the valleys because of the shade and the low sun. Well, not even any, not low, it's not even any sun at all. What little there is hidden behind the clouds. So you are not seeing it in its full glory, which is a shame. What that arch is. You see, when you're riding about slowly, you see things that you've never seen before. Even though you've driven it loads of times, I still find stuff that I've never seen before. There's a lot to be said for riding slowly. I was hoping the roads were going to stay dry. As soon as I gave both the bikes a really good clean the other day. Looks like this is going to need another clean. Never mind. Oh yes, right, okay. Just realised what that said. It's the Virgelia. There's a road closed ahead. They've, in spite of the fact they cut a load of trees back in the spring, they're still taking trees down because apparently now they're worried about them being blown over into the road, so whenever it gets a bit windy, closing the road. It's not exactly a howling gale, it is breezy as I said earlier, but really not that bad. So if the Virgelia is closed, I've got to go a different way. Right, well, we're only 2 miles from Newhaven, so this end of the Virgelia will be okay because there's not so many trees. The bottom end, the problem is that Try not to scare the horse. Fortunately, the FGR's exhaust is quite quiet. Unless you open it up, of course, in which case it absolutely howls. Well, that one came down, didn't it? Whew. So yeah, I think they've actually stuck a 40 mph speed limit on the Virgelia. Yep, they have. 30 now. That's I think that's carried it a bit far. So bearing in mind where I am, I think I might nip over to Money Ash for a coffee. So it tends to get a bit breezy and noisy along this stretch. So I think it's possibly a good time to wind the video up. So thanks for coming along. This will probably be the last video before Christmas. So if I don't see you before, have a really good Christmas and a very happy new year. And fingers crossed for a good riding season in 26. So, thanks for joining me. Take care out on the road, and I will see you next time. Bye.